Greetings, YouTube. I'm just doing this one off the cuff, so I'm not really prepared to talk about any individual subject, which means that I'll default to my regular favorite subject and the viewer's regular subject, which is the Kawasaki W series of motorcycles. In the coming week, I've got two of my brothers coming in from out of town. They both live out west, and we'll be riding around the great little state of Vermont, the mighty tiny state, I guess is a better way to put it, and enjoying just a lot of the amazing natural beauty that the Northeast Kingdom and all of Vermont have, but the Northeast Kingdom in particular. What inspires me to mention the W series on this one is that she's the only bike out of the three I have that I have put the ST2 module, and what that does is measure deceleration. For instance, engine braking, which is something that I tend to use more than I thought I did. And it allows the rider or driver behind me to notice that I'm braking by turning on the brake light when I engine brake without me touching any of the brakes. They are very sensitive on the W, so just a little touch on the front brake or the rear brake and it slows quite a bit, which means that, you know, if I just want to scrub off a few miles per hour, touching the brakes probably going to be too much, and so that's why I tend to use engine braking, just to scrub off a couple of miles an hour, maybe 5, while approaching a tight corner or one that has a decreasing radius is most often when I use that. I'm getting to know the roads well enough here in Vermont to know on the routes that I travel often where those turns are, where those decreasing radius turns are, and it's always one of those things in Vermont. It's heavily wooded. There's lots of farmland too. However, in the Northeast Kingdom, which is where I live, there tends to be mostly forest and lake, and in the summer the wall of green hides animals exceptionally well. I have had one wildlife encounter with a fawn, luckily, and I think my lucky stars on this one. The fawn was knocked cold, but was not killed. Seemed to be okay. Came to, and everything seemed fine. Someone helped. A hunter stopped and helped and brought the fawn back into the woods. Hoping Mom found the fawn. Why they ran out of the forest, I have no idea where they did. However, it was just a brown blur. I didn't even know what it was, and I just felt the slightest little impact on my shin, and I caught the little guy's nose and spun him around like crazy because I was doing speed limit, which is 50 miles an hour in that run. And so based upon that, I've become hyper aware of, you know, wildlife coming out of the forest wall in the summer, early summer, late spring. The wall isn't quite filled in, and so you can see pretty good into the forest, 20-30 feet, and it makes it super easy to see when an animal's there. But by midsummer, it's all filled in. There's ferns on the ground, and so everything all the way up to the trees is just a wall of green. It makes it really difficult to know if there's an animal just a few feet inside the woods. You don't see them until their head pokes out. And if they're running, you know, it's a very short amount of reaction time at the higher speeds, and so I tend to scrub off when I can't see. Scrub off speed, I mean. So for going on this ride week with my brothers, which I'm exceptionally grateful for, I would just automatically thought I'll ride the W because that's a bike I've been riding the most this season. However, I also have an R1200CL, which is a bit of a challenge to get up and down off the mountain, and I don't suspect that my brothers will be anxious to see how that goes. So I'm not sure. I think we'll just rotate the bikes around and switch them out so everybody's got a good idea of what they prefer. I've just become really accustomed to riding the W with the new setup I've got on it with the tires and everything. I've got a few thousand miles on them, and I'm very, very happy with it. And so when I thought about putting the ST2 module on, I just thought, that motorcycle. I have another module, I just haven't installed it on another bike yet. So the W, I'll have some outside perspectives. I'm hoping to make a video with interviews with my brother. I don't know if it'll be brothers. I don't know if it'll be on camera or if it'll be just audio, but have them talk about their opinions of the W series motorcycles themselves. You know, with the one comment that I heard from my brother that has come out to see me most often was that it's definitely a bike you sit on and not one you sit in, and that it felt smaller than the G650GS, even though it's heavier and it has a larger displacement motor. So that was really, really interesting feedback that I got from there. Anyway, I'm very excited for the week coming up, and I just wanted to make a video real quick and thank everybody for being with me on this journey. If you would, please do subscribe to the channel. It is the best way to help me out, and like the video. The reality is I am so close to being at 1,000 subscribers that it would just be awesome if I could just get a few more subscribers. If you have ideas on videos that you'd like to see, please do let me know. I absolutely do not think I know the best way to navigate YouTube. I don't. I'm very open to suggestions. So if there's something you'd like to see or something you'd like me to focus on, please don't hesitate to bring it to my attention. Thank you very much. Keep the shiny side up, keep the rubber side down, and keep it wheel.